Ladies and gentlemen, just when you think that top four is the only thing that's on Manchester United's mind, in comes another cup competition called the FA Cup. And not only that, here comes a quality opposition that we have to face to get to the very final, which is Chelsea, who is right in front of us now. Once again, it's another duo between Frank Lampard versus Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Two young managers, both have similar upbringings in their managerial career. One is considered better than the other. One team is considered better than the other. Which team will come out of this game with the right mentality, the right team, and the right result? Find out what I think in this match prediction right now. Let's do it. What's up, everybody? It's the Aidan Sports Show. Welcome back to another video. This is going to be a Manchester United versus Chelsea FA Cup match prediction, where I will go through the starting 11 that I believe will play in this game, give my scoreline for this game at the end of the video, and also describe what my opinions are going into this game and hopefully what my opinions will be going out of this game. So without further ado, please like and subscribe to the Aidan Sports Show YouTube channel, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below, who do you think will win this match? Who do you think needs to win this match? And do you think this match is worth sacrificing if we can have a fit team for West Ham? In the end, every game is a game that we should go out and win. That's the way that I feel. But of course, there are priorities at stake that we need to consider. So both teams, both Chelsea and Manchester United, are in a top four race. Both Chelsea and Manchester United are more or less one of the favourites to get into the top four. But the most important thing is both teams have difficult games after this, with Chelsea having Liverpool, a team that doesn't really lose at all at Anfield, but us having West Ham, a team that's fighting for their life. Different circumstances, different quality, of course, but still, both teams are trying to fight for a position that only one could possibly get. So it's very, very difficult to see the mindset of both Lampard and Ole when picking these two sides. And it all depends on what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to do here. If Ole's going to go strong, I feel we could definitely be the favourites to win this game. But if Ole decides to go for a rotation team, a team that I believe should be occurring, a team full of rotation, because we've had very bad disadvantages put against us in this game. We need rotation. Rotation is key. We need a bunch of players getting an opportunity to play. And if we win, then congratulations, we deserved it. But if we lose, we still have other things to fight for, and that's how I feel. And Manchester United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, this game for me is solely based on what they want to do and also what Lampard is going to do. So let's get into the starting 11 I think that is going to occur for Manchester United versus Chelsea. So in goal, I think everybody already is aware that Sergio Romero will start in this game. He basically said in the press conference that both players, Jesse Lingard and Sergio Romero, will most likely be involved. Now, for me, in my mind, basically stating that Romero is going to start and Lingard will come off the bench, because Romero, if he's going to get involved, you're not going to make a substitution off of the goalkeeper. Am I right? I don't think you're going to waste a substitution for the goalkeeper unless there's obviously an injury or some sort of unfortunate circumstance that happens with the goalkeeper. But until then, Romero for me, I think is the obvious start for this FA Cup. And down the line, we're going to have to see a very good performance. I feel like Romero deserves the game time. Again, a lot of people would play David De Gea, and each to their own. Obviously, David De Gea is the better goalkeeper. But Romero, being one of the best second backup goalkeepers in the world, he deserves game time in cup competitions. And I feel like a bunch of our players need rest. Maybe David De Gea is not one of them, but at least he can get some rest and get re-energized for an important game for West Ham and for Leicester down the line. Going in at right back, I have gone with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now, I've seen a lot of people talk about Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I've seen a lot of people giving reasons why he shouldn't start. He's had rather inconsistent performances as of late, But the one thing that Chelsea have in abundance is wingers. And to stop wingers, you're going to need a fullback that knows how to defend. And that's the mindset that I think that Manchester United will probably have going into this game, to stop Chelsea's wingers from attacking. If we could do that efficiently and effectively, we have a good chance of winning no matter what team that Manchester United put out there, no matter what team Ole puts out there. So I think Wan-Bissaka is going to be a very crucial part of this game, and we've already seen that he can play well. He's played well against Chelsea before, and we're going to need another good performance out of him here. Me personally, I'd rest everybody. I'd rest the entire team, but I know that's not going to happen. There are going to be players that I don't want to see out there that will be playing, and Wan-Bissaka is one of them, and I'm going based on what I think Ole's going to pick, not what I believe. So that's the way that I see it today at the moment. Going in to the right centre-back position, I've gone with Eric Barley. Now, Eric Barley, again, his best game of the season came against Chelsea. Now, I'm not saying that that means anything. Of course, he's been relatively out of form as of late, Eric Barley. But at the end of the day, he needs game time just as much as anybody. And people like Victor Lindelof, who's had back issues, Harry Maguire apparently still has some leg issues. Both of our centre-backs are fairly fit, but they're also inconsistent. So at the end of the day, Manchester United are going to have to rotate, and Eric Barley is the only centre-back fit. So hopefully he can get his start, and hopefully we can go and get this, go and get a clean sheet against Chelsea. And Eric Barley needs a little bit of confidence in him, and hopefully this performance can do that. Going in to the left centre-back position, I've gone with Harry Maguire. Now, for me, Harry Maguire is basically the player that doesn't stop playing. I feel like Ole must believe he's an essential part of this entire team, that if without him we would crumble. So he plays every game, no matter what game it is. Against Tranmere, Harry Maguire is going to play. Against Chelsea, Harry Maguire is going to play. It's just the way that it is. At the end of the day, it's not a bad thing to see Harry Maguire play so many games when he's rather consistent, but the guy needs a break sometime, man. I mean, the guy's played nearly every minute, every game he's actually been eligible to play in. So the guy needs a break here and there, and he's definitely one of the players I don't really want to see against Chelsea. But I feel like that is the player that we're going to see, and we're going to have to deal with it. We're going to have to deal with it. Next up, left back position, I'm going for Brandon Williams. Now, I went with Brandon Williams last time, and both of them didn't turn out to be fit. Ole, in his press conference, talked about how Luke Shaw will probably not play this game. So, a big let off there for Chelsea, I think, because honestly, defensively, Luke Shaw is probably a good centre back, but a good left back, sorry. But Brandon Williams is a very good defensive left back as well. And I think Brandon Williams is going to have to be very disciplined in this game. Again, Chelsea's wingers will capitalise on both Wan-Bissaka and Brandon Williams going forward. They will capitalize on that. They will see that as a point of weakness in our side. So we're going to have a lot of discipline to go and attack the fullbacks of Chelsea, but also defend the fullbacks and the wingers of Chelsea. If we could do that efficiently, again, I feel like that's the key to stopping them. Not necessarily having playing 5 at the back, which is a big rumor that's going to happen in this game. Just if we could stop their fullbacks from making strides in their forward line, then I think that we can be okay in this game. But in the end, all that is necessary is that Brandon Williams and Wan-Bissaka play defense. If we can play defense, then we can have a good chance. And it's up to them. It's up to them. It's their responsibility. Foster Mensah has also been rumored to play this game. Foster Mensah has been rumored to play CDM. I don't think that's the case. I think there's a reason why the CDM position was is filled for this game, and I'll tell you that now. The CDM, in my opinion, and the formation is going to be a 4-2-3-1, I believe. The CDM is Nemanja Matic. Why else would Nemanja Matic get benched against Crystal Palace? Why? Because I feel like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had one eye open for this game and realized we're going to need Nemanja Matic in this game. Now, personally, just like he benched him against Crystal Palace, I'd bench Matic in this game. I would give Fred and McTominay a start. But something tells me in my mind we will not see Scott McTominay in this game. I think he got the start for the reason. I don't think he's going to start again. I personally would start Scott McTominay. Again, I thought he had a decent game, but many people believe that he didn't after watching match reactions and looking on websites. People really didn't like Scott McTominay's game. I thought he had a decent game, and I still stand by that. So I would start Scott McTominay here. But if Matic didn't play or he got subbed on, there's only one reason for me for that, and that's because they were resting him for another game. Is that game West Ham? Why wouldn't he get benched against Chelsea? That's what I'm trying to say, you know what I mean? So, unless he's getting benched twice, I see Matic playing this game, and I feel like Ollie really had intentions to play him against his former side in Chelsea. Going into the attacking midfield positions, the first thing I want to talk about is Fred. I'm going to pick Fred in this game. I don't think Fred's really had a shoe-in since being dropped basically by Pogba. Now, I see Fred playing a little bit more attacking role due to Matic being the holding midfielder. That's why I basically call him an attacking midfielder. I see Fred as the box-to-box midfielder. And that's where his best position is for me, a box-to-box midfielder. A person that can run in and join the attack. Not necessarily the greatest at shooting and passing when it comes to the attacking line, but he can definitely pick out a pass when he needs to be done. And also defends a lot. Is that tenacious midfielder that is willing to go and put a tackle in, put a shift in, give everything to the team. Fred, for me, is a must. I can understand not playing Scott McTominay, but Fred is a must in this game, and Pogba needs to be rested. Again, Pogba just came off of a very bad injury that nearly took a year out of his career. We cannot just give him 90 minutes left, right, and centre and expecting him to be fully fit for all of it. I know he's a fantastic player with a great motor, fantastic heart and desire to want to play every single game, but deep down I think he knows that a rest would really do him well, and hopefully Manchester United see that the same way. But someone that I don't believe is going to get a rest going into the second attacking midfielder, Bruno Fernandes. The reason why, have you ever seen Bruno Fernandes get a rest? Ever since he's come, every single game he started. So why would anything be different against Chelsea? As much as I believe that he needs a rest, and again, he's another one of the players that I don't want to see. I don't want to see Bruno Fernandes play this game, get a potential risk of injury or maybe playing out of form like he has been the last two games, and then we're going to have a rather lackluster Bruno against West Ham. I want Bruno to get rested just as much as I want everybody else to get rested. But again, I just don't see it happening. And I think Ollie is going to play a strong team, and that's my worry. If I had my choice, I'd play every single bench player that we had just to make sure we were ready and well rested for West Ham. But I know the FA Cup is too important for Ollie. Any cup is important for Manchester United. So I see Bruno playing this game, and he might do well, he might not. I'm not really sure. The one thing I think about Chelsea is they switch their centre-backs nearly every game. It feels like every game there's a different centre-back pairing, and that could really play to advantage here. But nevertheless, Bruno Fernandes might have a good game here. I think he might. But will that affect how he plays against West Ham? And that's what I'm looking for here. I'm going to go crazy if we have all of our starting 11 against Chelsea and all of our starting 11 against West Ham and we lose to West Ham. I will be furious and expect a rant incoming if that happens. Going into the wingers positions, I think Daniel James needs to start. It's about time this guy gets a start. I wanted him to start last week. He didn't. Greenwood was fit enough to play, and he didn't have a great game, Mason Greenwood, but you could tell he's a threat. I say bring Greenwood off of the bench here and play Daniel James. Daniel James, again, is another player that's going to really help in the defensive line. And I feel like we're going to be playing rather defensive against Chelsea and their wingers. Pulisic has been in form. Williams been in form. You have Hudson-Odoi, who could potentially start as well. Very, very good wingers for Chelsea. And we need both of our wingers coming back sometimes to help out. Not all the time, because that would just mean we're parking the bus. But we do need sometimes, when it comes to the full counter-attack that Chelsea might have to bring against us, we need all of our players intact and ready and willing to come back on defense to stop any sort of threat that they can provide. And Daniel James will do that for us. Mason Greenwood does that as well, but I feel like Daniel James is there more often and he's more of an impact when it comes to running with the ball, especially towards the wing. Mason Greenwood, when he's in front of goals, the lights are up, players are Chelsea defenders or any defenders will be blindsided, and it could be a goal at any given time. But Daniel James will put in a shift defensively and will try to bring the ball out all on his own. And sometimes we need a player like that. Daniel James, he's played good against Chelsea on both times that we versed them and won. I believe we versed them 3 times this season. But yeah, in the end, I think Daniel James has to play, and I think he will play. And maybe he does well, maybe he doesn't. But in the end, it gives Greenwood a well-deserved rest, and that's all I'm concerned about. Going into the left winger, I've gone with Marcus Rashford. Again, Marcus Rashford plays every game. No matter how fit or how unfit he is, no matter if he has a back injury that's going to be with him for the rest of his life, or if he's versing a second division team in England football or in the English leagues. When we versed Tranmere, Rashford didn't play, but like he is that type of guy that will play in any game. That's why he got injured. Pretty much because there was so much stress on him because he played every single game, whether it's coming off the bench or starting, that he ended up getting a serious injury. And have Manchester United learn from their mistakes? The way that I see Manchester United using Bruno, the answer is no. I don't see them learning from that mistake. I think Rashford is going to start here. And I also think Martial is going to start. I would love Ighalo to get a chance to play. I feel like Ighalo, we brought him basically in for nothing if he's not going to play a game like this. A game where it's the FA Cup, we need squad rotation, our players need rest. Ighalo is meant to be this player that can come in and do a job while our players can help rebuild for the next game, help re-energize, and help fight back against West Ham. If Ighalo doesn't play this game, I'm seriously lost for words to why we keep him. There's literally no point if he doesn't play this game. I understand Chelsea's a tough competition. Chelsea will probably play a very decent team coming into this game, and we have to be ready for that. I understand that. I truly 100% understand that. But we brought Ighalo in for a reason. No matter what the competition is, he's supposed to be the guy that can help assist our players when they need a rest. He needs to be that guy today. I'm going to pick Martial because I just don't think they're going to pick Ighalo. I don't think, there's no evidence behind me saying Ighalo's going to start. But I hope Ollie sees, whether it's this video or see other people's videos, I'm sure other people picked Ighalo as well. I hope Ighalo actually can play this game. Give Martial a rest. I know Martial's a threat. He scores a lot against Chelsea. I know Rashford's a threat. I know our attacking line is a threat. But at the moment, the threat should not be aimed directly at Chelsea and abandoning West Ham. It needs to be directed at both of the teams. We need to win both of these games. And sometimes playing a player like Ighalo and starting Rashford will help generate that attack. It's not Martial and Rashford don't need to play every single game for us to score a goal. We need to have rotation. And sometimes when you don't rotate, you're going to end up abandoning one game for another. And I just don't want that to be the case. Anyway, that's the team that I think is going to play against Chelsea in the FA Cup. Now, there's been a few things that I probably should mention about what's been happening with interviews about VAR and stuff. Apparently, Frank Lampard talked about facts and how we've had 7 penalties turned away against us, overruled and stuff. And basically, there's a narrative towards penalties being favoured towards Manchester United, VAR being VAR favouring Manchester United. I don't know how many times I have to say this. The reason why we get so many penalties against us is because we have the fastest team in the Premier League. When you have players going at that fast, at that distance, the referee is just one man. It's just one man making a call. And sometimes the call is wrong. I understand that. There are probably all 7 of those overturns are the right decisions. I understand that. But anybody that truly thinks that VAR is corrupted for United, or that Manchester United are corrupted, and there's a narrative behind favouring Manchester United for penalties and stuff, I think you need to get over yourself, to be honest. Get over yourself. This is not... Like, this is just a petty argument, so you can make referees say, oh, you know what, we're not going to give Man United a single free kick this game, or something like that. And we've seen it so many times with managers. To be honest, it's a stupid game to play. It's not true at all. It's not true. Like, what? I don't get it. Anyway, I'm not gonna go in on Frank Lampard or Jose for saying things like that. At the end of the day, they're the opposition manager. They're not gonna feel defensive against Manchester United. They're not gonna defend us when they have their own priorities in their favour. They're gonna back their team, and I understand that. And Ollie did the same thing. He backed our team. He brought in great facts about Noble getting red carded and the Southampton player that should have been red carded. Penalty against Spurs got declined. Either way, I think VAR in general is trash, and it's not used for the right reasons. I 100% agree with those people, but saying we're corrupt is wrong. VAR needs to be gone or needs to be changed, and the rules need to be different. That's the way that I see it. I don't see that, VAR is corrupted for Manchester United. I don't see that. I don't think many people, if you truly think about it, really see that. I just think they're trying to bring excuses into play to try and get referees to stop giving free kicks to us. That's basically what I see this being. And I understand why, because of, again, our players are fast and they're quick, and they can get players to commit, and sometimes it doesn't work out for them. I understand that. But saying that it's in our favour, the stats may show it, but truly, if you watch the games, you can understand some of the decisions that are against us. I feel like people only look at the stats and just say it's corrupt. They don't actually see what's been happening when VAR doesn't pick our side. There have been a bunch of plays where VAR probably should have given us something and nothing has happened. But again, because they do give us a lot of things, people say it's corrupt. I think you need to watch every single Manchester United game. Go from the very beginning to now, and then try and make up that decision. Because in the end, I don't think you'd have the same decision. That's just my opinion. I'm going to leave it at that. If you guys think VAR is corrupt, then I'm sorry that you have such stereotypical delusions in your head to say that Manchester United are favoured by VAR. I just don't know what to say to you, to be honest. I have no words for that. So for Frank Lampard, look, I understand why you did it, why you had to say something like that. You're talking about facts, it is a fact. You're not wrong. There are facts that benefit Manchester United, of course. But there are facts that benefit any team if you look hard enough. It's as simple as that. And I hope VAR does get removed next season. I really do. VAR does not bring fairness to the game, and VAR is not used for the correct reasons at all. For overturning or for making a decision, if the umpire gets the decision right, then the VAR should allow them to be right. I don't give a shit about backing the referee if there's no decisive decision. VAR is there to make a call. The call should not be anywhere near what the other referee on the field is saying. At the end, VAR has the power, has more camera angles, has more computer, has more technology to determine a foul, a free kick, an offside, a penalty, a red card, all these things, and they should be doing solely that. They should not be bothering about what the referee's decision is. They look at the referee's decision, they see if it's right or wrong. Not, there's no, it's not clearly wrong, it's not clearly right what the referee said, so we're not going to do anything. In the end, you may as well get rid of VAR, because it doesn't overturn anything, really. It doesn't overturn anything. So that's the reason why the VAR overturns the penalties after the game, saying these shouldn't have been penalties and stuff like that, because VAR is not doing its job right. It's not Manchester United, it's VAR, and VAR can attack a team and defend a team in many ways. So at the end, again, I'm rambling on a bit, but I just get so pissed off sometimes, because as a Manchester United fan, you're hearing stuff like stupid shit like this, really. VAR is the reason why Manchester United are making top 4. I think you really need to look how good we've played and really make decisions based on what you see, not the stats that you see. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new to the Aidan Sports Show YouTube channel. Turn notifications on, share the video, share the playlist, and yeah, let me know your score prediction. As I said that, I didn't even give mine. I'm going for a Manchester United. I'm going to go for a 3-2 victory. I think this game is going to be relatively open. I feel like our centre-backs are vulnerable sometimes, and I definitely think Chelsea centre-backs are vulnerable because they change them every week. Both Kepa and David De Gea are not, or Romero, I guess you could say, are not really favoured by our clubs. Romero barely plays. Kepa's being rumoured to get sold. I feel like Kepa's going to start. So, yeah, in the end, I see this being a high-scoring game. Will it be entertaining? I think it definitely will be entertaining. Will it be worth the watch? You can bet your ass it's worth the watch. But in the end, will both teams have to sacrifice in order to play their next game in the Premier League? I think both teams will. And hopefully, in the end, Manchester United are the ones coming out victors. But either way, as long as West Ham is the game that we win, I can accept the loss here. But Manchester United should not accept a loss in any way. As a fan, I can accept a loss knowing that we have top 4 to fight for, and I can make excuses for Manchester United, but the players that play that game, the players that play for Chelsea as well, all the players that are picked to start that game should be going all guns blazing and give everything that they have, because that's what we expect. Two fantastic teams going at it. Anyway, have a wonderful and safe day. Take care and peace.